It's very much possible for every human being if they just do a few things right with how they sit, how they stand, how they breathe, how they eat. If they just take care of a few things, a simple process, every human being is capable living in a very energetic way throughout their life. Ojas means it's a non-physical dimension of energy. If sufficient ojas hangs around you, you're well lubricated. Pass through the world effortlessly. You will see, for some people, passage through this world is terribly difficult. For some people, wherever they go, they will pass through smoothly. Have you seen this? You yourself, on a certain day, it looks like the whole world is cooperating with you. On another day, the whole world seems to be standing up against you. Have you noticed this? If you create enough ojas, then you will pass through the world smoothly. Now you're doing Shambhavi. If you're doing it every day, you will develop ojas, some amount of ojas, which will see suddenly everything seems to be facilitated for you, it just happens. If you generate sufficient ojas to wrap every cell in your body with this, well, you will not only be healthy, you will be bouncing healthy. It could greatly reverse the aging process, which we have in many ways documented through various scientific research and medical universities recording this. But above all, well, I'm the living proof that health is not something that you worry about, health is not some kind of diagnostics for you that you are healthy. It is a way of keeping life in an overflowing sense of exuberance. You can keep this body like breeze, simply it goes ahead of you, you don't have to drag it wherever you go. It must float ahead of you. You can keep it like that with a little bit of yogic practice, very little. I'm saying if you invest 20-30 minutes a day upon your well-being, you can do this, just putting the right kind of fuel. I'm not telling you eat this way, eat that way, just experiment and see, all right? Just experiment and see. Tonight if you go, instead of eating whatever cooked food, just eat fruits and see, tomorrow morning you will not need an alarm bell, you will wake up before the alarm bell. What you should do is, today you start 10% natural food, fruits, vegetables, whatever. Tomorrow make it 20%, 30%, like this. In 9 days you reach 100%. Then you bring it down. Stay in 100… if you have any physical ailment, stay there for 5 to 7 days. If you're a healthy person, stay there for 1 or 2 days and then cut it by 10% every day, bring it down to 50% and hold it there and see. For most people it'll work at its best. If you want little more or less, you can adjust it accordingly. This is something you have to find your own rhythm within yourself.
Dear seekers, in the dance of life, where health and spirituality intertwine like the roots of an ancient tree, we find ourselves at the crossroads of the physical and the ethereal. How does the state of our body reflect the state of our spirit? Is not our health a mirror, showing us the truth of our inner being? And in this quest for well-being, do we not often forget that the journey towards health is not just about the body, but also about the soul? Consider a simple act, like eating. When we eat, are we just feeding our body, or are we also nourishing our soul? Every bite can be an act of mindfulness, an opportunity to connect with the present moment and the essence of life. Similarly, when we exercise, do we merely strain our muscles, or do we also stretch our spiritual capacity, learning about endurance, discipline, and the joy of movement? In the realm of health, every ailment, every discomfort is not merely a physical phenomenon. It is a message from our deeper self, an invitation to look within and address not just the symptoms, but the root causes. Could it be that stress, anxiety, and fear manifest in our bodies, reminding us to seek harmony and peace within? Consider the practice of meditation. It is not just a technique for mental relaxation, it is a pathway to profound self-discovery. As we sit in silence, focusing on our breath or a mantra, we are not just calming the mind, we are also healing the body. The stillness of meditation creates a space where healing can occur, where the chatter of the mind ceases, and we connect with a deeper sense of self. In every aspect of health, there is a spiritual lesson. The discipline of regular exercise teaches us about commitment and perseverance. The mindful choice of nourishing food speaks of respect and love for the temple that is our body. The act of resting and sleep is a surrender, a trust in the natural processes of healing and rejuvenation. This holistic approach to health, where we see the body as an integral part of our spiritual journey, opens us to a deeper understanding of life. It teaches us that caring for our physical self is not just a matter of vanity or survival, but a profound act of self-love and spiritual growth. When we walk this path, we should remember that true health is a balance. It is not just the absence of illness, but the presence of harmony in our body, in our mind, and in our spirit. Only when we embrace this interconnectedness can we find true well-being, a state of health that radiates from within and illuminates every aspect of our lives. Dear seekers, as we delve deeper into the interconnectedness of health and spirituality, we come to realize that our journey towards well-being is never a solitary one. It is intrinsically linked to our relationships with others and with the world around us. How we interact with our environment, how we nurture our relationships, and how we engage with society, all these factors significantly influence our holistic health. Reflect on the energy that flows in our interactions. When we communicate with love, empathy, and understanding, we not only foster healthier relationships, but also cultivate an inner environment of peace and harmony. This inner peace, in turn, reflects positively on our physical health. Have you ever noticed how a heart filled with joy and gratitude beats differently than one burdened by anger and resentment? Similarly, our connection with nature plays a crucial role in our spiritual and physical well-being. Spending time in nature, whether it's a walk in the park, gardening, or simply sitting under a tree, can be profoundly healing. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, teaches us about the cycles of life, the importance of balance, and the interdependence of all living things. By aligning ourselves with these natural rhythms, we align our body and spirit with a greater, more harmonious flow of life. Moreover, our spiritual practices, whether it's meditation, prayer, yoga, or other forms of spiritual exploration, help us to cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness. This self-awareness is crucial for our health. It helps us recognize our body's needs, understand our emotional responses, and make conscious choices that support our overall well-being. When we know ourselves better, we can better care for ourselves. In this holistic view of health, self-care becomes a sacred act, an expression of our spiritual journey. It's about listening to our body, honoring our needs, and treating ourselves with kindness and compassion. This approach to self-care extends beyond just physical health. It encompasses our mental, emotional, and spiritual needs as well. So, dear seekers, let us embrace this journey of health not just as a pursuit of physical vitality, but as a profound spiritual practice. Let it be a path where every step, every choice, every act of self-care is an expression of our deepest values and our highest aspirations. In doing so, we find that health is not just a destination but a way of living, a continuous dance of harmony between our body, our mind, and our spirit. This is the path to true well-being, a state of complete harmony where every aspect of our being vibrates with life and vitality.